Hey, yo, lovely people, and thank you for listening to another episode of Talking Hospitality by the Schulering HUB. Now also available on Apple Podcasts besides Spotify. I am your host Mauricio, and our guest today is a top 25 social media influencers in hospitality, recognized as a rising leader by Global Hospitality magazine, a former hotel manager, and now content specialist at Cloudbeds. Paula Carreirão, welcome to the show. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you so much, but it's always a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you for having me on your show again, this time with some news. And I'm very happy to be here.
It's awesome to have you here. And if you're listening today and you want to get more about Paula and about the beginning of her career, we had a very nice chat a very long time ago. I came back here to check. So episode number 6. Now we are in 40-something in this one. So
wow,
it's been a journey. But episode 6, go back there to episode 6, either on Apple or Spotify, and you're gonna get a little bit of Paula and how she began her career. So let's cut that all the beginning, but I want to hear about you and a little bit of our values, of course, and your move to Cloudbeds, because last time we spoke, you were in another company. So
yeah,
how is it going?
Yeah, it's going great. I'm very happy with the not new company, because I changed in February, so already 9 months. Oh my God, time flies. So I'm very happy that I'm working at Cloudbeds. As you mentioned, I do have a background in hospitality, a long background actually. I work in hotels specifically for 7 years. And I was working in a hotel tech company already before joining Cloudbeds. So the reason why I moved is because when I moved changed companies. Cloudbeds, it's global, very global. It's in comparison, it's bigger. So I wanted this experience, first of all, to work for a well-established hotel tech company that's been in the market for many years, and it keeps growing, which is also important in my book, at least. It keeps growing, keeps innovating. I think that aligns with my values. One of them is to keep improving, keep developing, keep learning. They even have like Cloudbeds, as many other companies. They do have the company's values, and one of them it's actually this. They call it Kaizen. I don't know if you are familiar with this concept, but anyway, it's a Japanese business philosophy and of continuous improvement. So this is what I think me and Cloudbeds really was the first thing that attracted me to them. I knew them because, of course, I already worked in the hospitality business, so I've heard about them. And funny story. I think it's very funny. When I worked in a hostel in Rio, the beginning of my career, we didn't have channel manage back then, or we just have a PMS. And I left this hostel, continued working somewhere else, but I was very close friends to the owners. And then a couple of years later, they said, "Oh, Paula, we were talking, and now we have this cloud-based PMS." And this was like 2014 or something. And they were very impressed. And the channel manager, you don't have to log in each extranet and blah, blah, blah. And it was Cloudbeds. So it's very funny that the first hotel technology that I was impressed by, and I'm not lying, it was Cloudbeds. And now many years later, here I am working. And now I am working the marketing team, but I recently changed roles. So now I'm in the partner marketing side of the marketing team. So yeah, it's been awesome. Can't complain.
That's awesome. And I can see like you were one of the first members really of our community when you were just starting. And I don't know really yet. I've researched a little bit more about the term you said, the Japanese business term. But that's what Schüler is all about, right? It's about continue learning. It's about lifelong learning. It's about continued development. So we have a synergy here. That's awesome. Thank you, Cloudbeds, for holding that value up in your standards. Is amazing. I love that. Yeah. So why is Cloudbeds any different from any other system? How does it make it different?
Yeah, I'll try to be very talk it in a nutshell, so we don't spend hours here. But Cloudbeds, for those who don't know yet, it's a hospitality platform. It was founded in 2012. Like I said, it's been in the market for a long time, and it offers everything like independent hoteliers and hosts need to run and grow lodging business. That's the main goal of the company. So what we want that our customers to increase. We want to help our customers increase revenue, delight guests, streamline operations, all of that through a single unified system. So, okay, maybe it sounds too generic, but the core of the platform is a PMS, channel manager, and booking engine. But we also offer additional tools. So these tools, they're built into the platform. So to help hoteliers, again, for example, if they want to increase revenue, we do have what we call PI or Cloudbeds Amplify. If they want to streamline operations, their focus, we have cloud-based payments. If they want to delight guests, if their prime goal, then we have Wisdom for Cloudbeds. So we have all these additional tools plus our core products to help independent hoteliers and hosts to drive their business. And so we are already helping thousands of lodging business in more than 150 countries worldwide. So it's really global. And we were named number 1 PMS, number 1 hotel management system, and number 1 guest messaging software by Hotel Tax Report 2023. So I guess in a nutshell, this is the product. We want to make hoteliers' life easier with a technology that it's both complex but also easy to use.
Yeah, like when we talk about hotel technology, it's always integration is the headache, right? Like you want a PMS that works, but sometimes it doesn't work with the systems you are running the backdoor, your channel manager, then you have to pay someone to fix something, and it's always a little bit complicated to solve the whole puzzle. So you're saying that Cloudbeds has the all-in-one type of mindset solution, right? And what type of properties do you support? Is like only for main chains, or you support the small hoteliers as well?
Yeah, just going back to the first part of your question, we do have this tools built within the platform, like I mentioned, but we also believe in the power of integrations because, of course, we don't offer every single technology out there. So integrations are really important to us, and I think you said very well, because sometimes they're a pain, right? Instead of making your life easier, they don't. Like you double your efforts. So we are very aware of this, and again, our main goal is to help our customers, and helping our customers means partner with other companies. So we integrate our technologies and streamline operations, really helping them at the end of the day. So I just want to make it sure that our partnership system is very big and it's continue growing, even though we do have a lot of, we already offer a lot of resources and tools for our customers. And answering about the type of lodging business that we have as clients, our platform, that's another thing that I think it's very cool with Cloudbeds, Mauricio, is that our platform, it was designed already to be flexible, to suit the needs of various types of property. So we work with many different types and size of properties. To give an example to make it easy to understand, we do have something that we call split inventory and share inventory, right? They're two functionalities. And what they do is they allow us to accommodate hostels, so one type of lodging business, because hostels, they have a very unique challenge or a unique demand. They want to sell dorms or private rooms, so they have these different things. So we develop features to answer this demand for specifically for them, or even bed and breakfast. Sometimes they also have different challenges. So that's why we are very flexible in our technology, and that allow us to have a wide portfolio of customers or types of customers. Another example, we do have this that I mentioned very quickly before, the guest communication platform that we sold for Cloudbeds. And we see now the properties of all types and shapes, they like this technology because they help streamline operations, guest communication, and also delight guests. So answering you, we don't have one specific type of customers. We want to we are able to, with our technology, to provide for different types of customers because we are so flexible in our technology, and we are also very aware all the time of what our customers need. So if we don't have it yet, maybe we will develop and have it.
That's cool. And now you said about, like, you used the word a few times, delight the guests, right? And how does it work? Can you put me an example so I can actually visualize what you guys are intending to do when you mean by delight the guest?
I guess like the main idea of delighting guests is either provide. I think I have two ways of very basic ways to delight guests. One is to surprise your guests. I think to get the wow factor in the experience, and that you get from knowing your guests maybe before they're coming. And again, guest communication software like Vista for Cloudbeds allows you personalize your upsell or talking to your guests. Like have a direct contact, easy contact with your guests, so they get this wow factor. Like, oh my God, how they know. Yeah, we know because we pay attention. But to pay attention, you have to talk to them. You can, of course, you already collect some information out there. A lot of the technology does. But I do think I'm still a little bit old-fashioned that way. I think you need to talk to them and get to know them. So you can delight by surprising them, and you can delight them by, it's simple, but having time for them. And how you do that, when you have technology, because it's impossible nowadays to, even if it's a small property, it's really impossible that you do all. You have multiple demands from multiple channels. Everything's multiple, everything's too much. You need technology to back you up. So you have the time to delight guests, to give them time, to talk to them, to listen to them, to check, to give value for the experience, and not only doing check-in, check-out, fill up the form and stuff like that. That they are important. They have to be done, but they don't necessarily need to be done by a human, or the human resource should be allocated with other things. So I don't know if I answer you. I do have maybe I can share with you a case study, like customer story that exactly about delighting.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it's a real example then. Yeah. So we do have a customer called the Caseta Group. I'm sorry about my pronunciation out there. The Caseta Group, it's based in California. And they have many properties, right? And their properties are historically unique, like with different personalities. So they're very different from each other. And so just to give an example, they have like Casa Cody is one of them. And it's the oldest property, one of the oldest properties in Palm Springs. It was founded in 1959. So, in the early 19th. So it's really old. But I'm going to talk about another property that it's called the Pearl. So the Pearl is part of the Gazette Group, and it was constructed in 1959. And they renovated, but they still kept the mid-century modern aesthetic, because this is what they make them unique. And the guest experience in their property, it's very unique, because the guests that stay with them are guests they really want to connect to the staff. They really want to know more about this. They're people they are interested in knowing more. It's not a business travelers. They want that. So guest experience is very key for them. And so they promote all these activities like broadcast movie over the pool. They, have dinner service, local artist showcase, you name it. They want the staff and the guests to be united, to have a relationship. But it came the pandemic, as to everybody, and they still have like labor shortage, as have a lot of hotels to do. And what happens is if you don't have enough staff, your guest experience suffers usually, right? Because you have to wear different hats, and it's like we said before, it's impossible to give the guests the time that they need. So they start working with us for Cloudbeds specifically, the guest communication software that I mentioned. And what it allows them is that they manage housekeeping requests now very well, very fast. So it's easier for them and it's easier for the guests as well. So both ends. And so we'll give you an example. So guests can text them when they are heading out. So they can have their housekeeping or front desk team, or whatever is taking care of it, to swim by and do what they have to do in the room. So that makes the process, the experience smooth, again, easy, fast, and it's only because they have the technology. They invest in technology to streamline their operations, especially the housekeeping one. So yeah, we are very. They were in our event that we hosted an event in October. They're one of the customers that talked at the event and shared this experience with our audience, and we are very happy to see, like in real life, what we're saying that we do. Oh, we do this, we do that. But yeah, we do have a case study here to show you how it can be done.
Wow, that's going that extra mile, right? Like really allowing guests to decide when the rooms will be clean. I see like as an operational challenge that, well, if you can solve that and create a channel, you are taking that guest experience to a completely different level. You feel like that you're at home. You feel that you're in charge of your experience, and it makes very, very different as a guest. Amazing story. Thank you. And when you talk about we're talking about technology, we're talking about this evolution, right? Like, it's going too fast, to be honest. Even I love technology, I love following everything, and it's going really, really fast, right?
Yeah.
At Cloudbeds, what's the latest that you guys are planning to release? What you just being released that it's making the hotel experience even better to join you?
Yeah, we constantly have like small updates, or small launches in our product, and like I said, it is really important to keep listening to the customers and seeing what they need, what it's working, what can be improved. But I'm gonna share with you like the two biggest one, I guess, with the big launches, because I think it makes sense. One, it is actually the one that I'm talking about here a lot. It was not planned actually, but it is Whistle for Cloudbeds. Why I'm saying this, we recently launched it worldwide, because before it was restricted. Just a few countries were able to access this tool, but now it is available worldwide, and we are already seeing many different properties all around the world guest communication and guest experience. it still is, and I think it still will be one of the main focus of hospitality. Of course, I'm not saying that revenue is not. Don't take me wrong, but if you think hospitality, you think guest experience, and it's something that was very much affected by labor shortage. So it's one of, I think one of, I don't know if it's the main area, but in my opinion is, because again, if you don't have people to do the service, then it won't be a great experience probably. So recently we expanded Whistle for Cloudbeds. And the thing about the Whistle for Cloudbeds is that it allows the lodging business to deliver more meaningful contact and customized interactions throughout the entire guest journey. So it's not only when they are there, when they're the property, it's before, during, and after. So that's one. We also expanded something that it's also a pain for many hotels, which is Cloudbed payments. It was just in October, so it's very recently. We announced the expansion of this in-platform payment processing solution, because it's still I don't know about you, Mauricio, but it still surprised me how hard it can be to pay things sometimes. Like, oh my God, we are 2023. So we expanded it. We have already this solution. Now we're expanding to 36 countries globally, and that allows thousands of hoteliers to reduce operating costs associated with the fraud. It's a problem today in today's world, unfortunately. Chargebacks, reconciliations, and all these things related to the financial world. And also provides them new payment methods, such as pay by link. Pay by link, it's one of them. So payments and guest experience would be, I think, were our latest launchings and focus now in the last 2 months or so. It was something that we saw that our customers were asking for, and so we're very happy with this.
Quick question with the customers asking. Lots of customers asking for crypto payment by any chance?
Not that I know of. I could double check, but it's not something that appears that often yet, at least not from our customers. But I said, do you use it? Are you one of?
No, I'm just curious, right? Because you guys have a large customer database. It seems that you do listen to your customers and try to add solutions that the customers are asking. So it's just a really some question that came to me to ask you, like, are you seeing that movement? Because
not yet, but maybe it could be like more related to, now it's me, Paula, to markets, because I'm seeing from Brazil, I live in Brazil. This still hasn't, I think there's different markets, different demands. Maybe in the specific markets could start having this demand, but overall, not yet.
Interesting. And one thing that you guys do, Cloudbeds do, that I've been noticing is about educating your people, educating your customers on how to do hospitality better and how to better use the systems, right? Tell us a little bit about the education efforts that you do and how people can actually connect and learn more, because that's why we are here. We want people to learn and be better.
Yeah, I am a content marketing person, so this is a good question for me to, I'm really all for educational content. So we consider at Cloudbeds, we consider ourselves as a partner to the industry. So we aim to, what we want is to empower hoteliers with the latest industry trends, which you just mentioned it. There are a lot. It's a lot going on right now. It's hard to keep up news and everything else, so they can stay ahead of the competition. And also they keep up. When we talk about customers, we do also have like webinars, like internal webinars and, training and stuff. So our customers also be up to date to our product because it's always evolving. But I do want to if I may, I just want to share here, because I mentioned before, we have actually two main marketing efforts to educate the industry as a whole, not only our customers. One was in October. Now we had our very first global user conference called Passport. And it was an online event with 3 keynotes, and it was broadcasted for EMEA, Americas, and APAC. And we were really happy about it because it was our very first. You never know how the first is gonna go, right? It's a lot of learnings, but we are very happy with the results. We have attendees, thousands of attendees from, I think, more than 80 countries. We share over 7 hours of content, which is also a lot. And this content was from industry leaders sharing their insights and their inspiration. So it was a really, really great event, and we are very happy. And we also this year we also launched our podcast, which is the Turndown. So we are very focused again on educating the industry and make it, because when one wins, everybody wins, right? I think it's a community thing, and we need to level up everybody. So we have this podcast, and it's available on our website, by the way, and also leading streaming platforms. The first season that we finished was 9 episodes, and it was hosted by Sebastian Leitner. It's our VP of partnerships, and they feature hospitality executives and industry leaders with real experience in the industry. So they share real examples. They share their inspiration, and also what they keep them not sleeping as well. So it was great. We also had a great results, and we are very happy with that. And besides these 2 big things that we launched this year, we have our resource center on the website, cloudbeds.com. You can find there, visitors can find, hundreds of articles, ebooks, templates, calculators, you name it. We do different formats because, different people work with different formats, different topics. So yeah, we're really we are always listening and having an eye to what's going on, and to share with the audience, share best practice. Yeah, share problems, why not? Share challenge. And we also, finally, we collaborate with many hospitality publishers around the world as well, to create educational content. So yeah, so we try to help the industry, at least. We do invest time and effort in that.
Thank you for doing so, right? We need just to get them a little bit more engaged in learning, but it's good that we know and we spread the word on where people can find their content, where they can learn, they can involve. So the podcast is called Turn Down, right? And having to listen to actual challenges from hoteliers that you, hotelier, can also relate to. Please engage with them, engage with listening to podcasts, and less scrolling, more learning.
Yeah.
And before we finish, we have our super game, because last time we played this game about the future of hospitality, OpenAI didn't actually launch the product, so the world was a very different world, right?
Yeah.
So yes, AI moved, things speeded up. So Paula, what is your view of the future of hospitality now? I'm talking about 5 years ahead, okay? Because you cannot oversee 10 years anymore.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yeah, well, just focusing on AI, the AI adoption. I mean, like you said, it's insane now. When we talk was not so long ago, if you know, and it was already like, I was like, well, I could see the use of AI, of course, but will actually people use it and in a daily basis? And yeah, people use it on a daily basis. It's insane. You cannot open anything like a social media or whatever, and it's AI, something with AI. So what I want to share here, maybe I could share my view on into different perspectives. I think can be interesting. I can see like as travelers, if you think about travelers, I mean, we already ask everything to Google before, no big news there. But ChatGPT and even Google itself has developed some AI search that I'm not sure if you're familiar, because they just kind of launched. It's still in beta, if I'm not mistaken. The CGA that they call, and I'm just get the name here. It's search something, CGA, and they haste the search process, incorporating artificial intelligence and conversation functionality. And I mean, that is the whole. I saw that they were available only in the United States. And Brazil was not yet using it, but it's a whole different thing. Like the discovery stage that we talk about. I think it was already a big change for me. That's from older generation. When we start asking everything to Google to recommend things, we don't ask our family. We do still, but if I ask my friend for a recommendation, I go to Google and they have this review, 100 review negative, I will trust more the review than my friend. So this is already something that for me it was a bit strange. But now we are taking steps further, like we are talking to this artificial intelligence, and I think, don't get me wrong, I think it's amazing. I think it helps a lot. If you talk about travelers, there I see people asking ChatGPT, what should I do when I'm in the city, whatever, it's the city X. And they're, it's like a concierge or something. Booking.com have one, if I'm not mistaken, started using AI conversational tool there. So many companies in the travel industry are using it. It is easier. It's more fun to kind of have a conversation than to just type. I think, at least I like to talk. Maybe, I don't know. So I see travelers using this a lot. So of course, hotels, lodging business, whatever type you are, have to be aware of it. And in the hotelier's perspective, we were already seeing, especially first, I think it started with revenue management area, revenue system already using AI. Then we start seeing more and more, of course, we're talking about chat, so chat box and bots and things like that. Guest messaging softwares, they use AI very well as well. So I think AI help hoteliers, are helping, and they still will more and more, because I think they're still developing. That's the scary thing. It's not even like a done thing. They're still developing. Yeah, they're just starting. They're just scratching the surface. It's like, wow. But it is already helping hoteliers make better decisions, even if it's with data or reports or predicting something, revenue comes to my mind, or providing a better guest service if it's a guest communication software with AI. So we already see the use, like it's widely spread. And again, it's so funny because it's something like, maybe Marriott use it, or the big no, like every single person. And for the small properties, it helps a lot, because if you're a small property, you probably don't have someone just to do your marketing. So then you have ChatGPT that can create social media posts or blog posts. I just gonna say that just be careful, of course, and not just copy and paste stuff, because you still need the human touch there. But it speed up the process 100%. Like there's no doubt about this. I was reading actually research from Skift where they say that of the travel executives surveyed, 42% agree that AI is most useful for using data to provide more personalized offerings. And also another research say, not from Skift but from other sources, say that 62% of millennials saying they would appreciate insights, tips or hints from an AI companion while on a holiday. So I guess this proves, that people use it. People are using it. Yeah.
Wow. And sorry, I will have to follow up on that question, because how can the hotel really leverage on the AI and get that information out there coming from the hotel? Because that's where it gets complicated, right? Like, to continue to connect with the guests when they are now jumping into AI systems to get answers, right? Any idea on how could Cloudbeds, for example, help the hotel to give that answer and be there still for the customer? Or you see in another way, just the hotel itself allowing AI tools inside their own platforms, allowing the guests to find out more information in general about the city?
When you're talking specifically for recommendations and talking to the hotel, right? Is the specific? Yeah. I think Mauricio, that AI gives the hotels and guests the possibility of having a fast service and accurate service as well at the same time, which if you do only by a human, especially if you're a small hotel, it's impossible. So what I see is that AI, with the help of AI, you can, again, personalize. You can understand better what the guests are trying to communicate with you, whatever goes for chat or whatever it is. And also personalize, because they start the process of understanding this guest, right? However, I do feel that it's maybe it's my opinion, that it's the beginning of the relationship. Sometimes it can be the entire relationship, as you're saying, because people, every guest has it's different. Every guest has different, goals or demands or whatever. Some people, they just want to quickly know what I have around, what can I do here, what can I not do, and that's it. And there are more people that want to actually learn about the place and know what the locals do and much more. I think AI provides the option that was not before available, to have a quick and efficient guest service, and also a more dedicated one if needed. For me, AI in general, it means possibilities. It opens more than ends a conversation. You know what I mean? It's like so it gives hoteliers, empowers hoteliers to dedicate them to what they actually need to dedicate, especially in the service. If you talk about service, I mean, before we used to, I remember that we're talking about information and providing information to our guests. Oh, I used to hear that a lot when I worked too. I was so annoyed. Like, all the information have in the website. That's like, no one reads it. Everybody, again, engaging in a conversation, it's easier, it's more fun, and AI gives this possibility. And again, I don't think it's have one solution to everybody. I don't think it's not even for one hotel. The same hotel can have different types of guests that will require different types of service. And I think, again, AI just give them more possibilities, and the guests too, and also empowers the guest to maybe, if I don't want to talk much with the hotel staff, I don't need to. I don't know if I answer your question, but
well, of course, it's a game. It's not really a question. It's more understanding the future itself and trying to dream. Like, every time I speak to someone, someone comes with a slightly different opinion or a slightly different way of seeing it, of seeing the world, not only AI, but there are so many other things that we need to take in consideration about that AI may help, may be part of the journey. Even when you have, I don't know, some weather warning, because this is becoming more and more frequent and bigger. So how AI can assist a hotel on managing the communication with people when there is some warning of a last minute change, or what can you do? How can you create vouchers? I don't know, just dreaming here, but it's amazing. I love to have this conversation. I love this part of the show because it's when we start triggering neurons and thinking, how can it? That's so exciting.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's possibilities, right? I mean, you mentioned other things that are super important that I didn't immediately think of, and you're completely right. Like if you have catastrophe, unfortunately, we are having a lot of weather catastrophe. How do you say that? Chaos. Yeah, thank you. That was a hard word. Anyway, so you need to communicate fast and efficiently. So that was a really good case use of AI. So happy that I'm learning as well.
That's why we're here. We're all learning every day, isn't it? Paula, thank you very much for chatting with us. How can people contact you and learn more about Cloudbeds as well?
Yeah, well, directly to me, you can go to my LinkedIn profile. I'm very active there. So my last name, it's horrible for non-Brazilians, but I'm guessing Mauricio will write my name in somewhere. So you can just copy and paste. It's Paula Carreirão. I think I'm the only one there in LinkedIn anyway. And Cloudbeds, you just go to our website, cloudbeds.com, and you will find case studies that we mentioned about, of customers, of course, all the resources that I mentioned before, and of course, more about our product. So we'll be happy to talk to you that are listening to us and are interested in our solution or simply want to talk about hospitality. Yeah.
Thank you, Paula. It was a pleasure to have you here again. Thank you very much for sharing. I love your smile. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you again. Schulering, thank you for listening. See you next time.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.